transgender MMA fighter has said she wants a license to fight in California.
A biological male has just become the first transgender person to win a world title in cycling.
First transgender weightlifter winning her maiden international event as a woman.
A biological male winning a gold medal in a women's event now seems a matter of when, not if.
Today's vlog, we are going to talk about transgender athletes. Is it fair?
It's true that some physical characteristics give athletes an unusual advantage in sports, like Michael Phelps' long arms or Usain Bolt's height. But the genetic difference of being born as a male or female and competing with the opposite gender proved to be more of a determining factor than any bodily developments in sports.
If you go through puberty, you have all the benefits of having a male body. And even if you transition and reduce your testosterone, you're still going to have those benefits. You're going to have the bone structure, the slightly bigger heart, more red blood cells. So therefore, a female athlete competing against a transgender female is always going to be at a disadvantage.
So this is going around right now a lot, transgender athletes. So my question is to you, is it fair? Is it fair that a man like myself says, hey, you know what? I don't want to be a man no more. Or I'm not a man, I'm actually a woman. Or a woman that transforms into a man. So my thing is you don't really see a lot of these athletes go from a woman to a man playing these top level elite sports. But you do see these men that say, hey, you know what? I'm actually a woman, and they go and play elite level, Olympic level sports as a man, but they play with women. Now, a lot of them are dominating the fields, dominating world records. It's just unbelievable. To me, it's a little unfair. Now, if you want to be a man that says, hey, I'm a woman, or if you want to be a woman that says, hey, I'm a man, that's on you. But when you take it to the next level as like athletics and all this other stuff like bathrooms and stuff, I just don't think it's that fair. I mean, I wouldn't want to take a pee in a bathroom and a woman just come in. And I'm sure no women want a transgender man to walk in there and take a pee when they're trying to take a pee or they're getting dressed or something. I'm sure they won't feel comfortable.
So if you're a woman and you're a natural woman and you don't take any extra hormones or male hormones, you're not taking steroids or any sort of performance-enhancing drugs, you're doing your very best to compete and you're at the top of the heap. But then someone comes along that was a man for 30 years and decides that they're going to be a woman, and this has happened, and literally transitioned a few months ago, and competes as a woman and destroys records and dominates you in that sport. That's bullshit.
Orders was to allow transgender athletes to participate in girls' sports. Quoting his order, children should be able to learn without worrying about whether they will be denied access to the restroom, the locker room, or school sports.
Okay, this law was passed by Joe Biden. And what he just said was basically he doesn't want children to have to worry to be denied the restroom, the locker room, or school sports because they're transgender. But what about the men and women that are biologically men and women and they don't know about a man or a woman coming in their locker room? How disrespectful is that? Like, so I shouldn't worry that a woman turns into a man, now she basically tries to look like a man, or a man turns into a woman, and I mean, they could do tons of surgeries, their face and everything, and they go into a woman's bathroom, and a woman won't even know if it's a real man or woman. How disrespectful is that? Basically, you're taking away their rights. You're taking away the biological rights of a man and woman because of transgenders. So my little niece going to the bathroom, saying we go to a professional football game, and she has to go to the bathroom. I walk her to the bathroom. Obviously, I'm a man, so I don't go in. I tell her to go in. She goes into the bathroom. But then a transgender goes in after her. Now this man that's claiming to be a woman gets to watch my little niece pee or be around her and do his business or her business.
So let's talk about the real-world impact of this action with a track athlete from Danbury, Connecticut, Alana Smith, and Alliance Defending Freedom Legal Counsel, Christiana Holcomb. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you for having us.
I want to start by playing something that your mom, Alana, said about you going into competition under these circumstances. Here's what she said.
Alana and I were talking about what her strategy was going to be for the day, and she looked at me and said, "Mom, it really doesn't matter because I'm running against the boys today. I won't win."
It's actually terrible for women's sports, man, because that's why we have the separation of women and men, men's sports and women's sports, especially at elite level, Olympic level, professional level. That is why. Now, as you can tell, this little girl playing in high school already has that vision in her head that she's going to lose because she's going against a boy.
So, Alana, what kind of position does this put you in as a biologically born female athlete?
It's really disappointing because I know that me and all the other biological females work really hard at track practice, and we work hours a day just to shave off tenths of a second for our times, and it's just really disappointing to know who's going to win the race before it even starts.
Apparently Rachel Mckinnon, who is a trans cyclist, has won yet another competition.
What, as you understand it, is their problem with you competing?
I'm legally and medically female, but the people who oppose...
Stop. She's legally and medically female.
Does not mean she's biologically female. She's still biologically male.
Okay. Oh, see?
She's very careful.
Existence still want to think of me as male. Think of me as male.
A transgender man is a female who identifies as a man.
Yeah.
Okay? A transgender woman is a male who identifies as a woman. You have to understand the difference between sex and gender. Gender is a spectrum, okay? People show traits of femininity, androgynous.
Okay, so Rachel is another transgender woman that's actually a man winning another top-level professional cyclist award. Is that fair? Do you feel proud as a man turning into a woman and going to dominate a woman's sport? Like, is that really fair? Like, think about it for a minute. Seriously, is that fair?
Yet another male to female transgender powerlifter that has actually broken some world records. So this powerlifter, Mary Gregory, put up a post on Instagram that she won 9 out of 9 events, meaning she got 3 white lights on all 3 lifts, setting a new Masters world record squat, a open bench press world record, and a Masters world deadlift record.
So Mary's a male that turns into a female and goes and participates in a powerlifting meet, dominates the field, breaks a record in bench, squat, and deadlift. Again, she's claiming to be a woman, but actually is a male. So let me ask you this. What if a woman says, hey, you know what? I'm actually a man, and I'm gonna go participate in the sport of world's strongest man. Now, do you think a woman can do what you're about to see that Eddie Hall did, deadlifting 500 kg, which is over 1,000 pounds? Do you think a woman saying, hey, you know what? I'm actually a man, do you think they can do something like this? No, I don't think so. You do not see a transgender woman say, hey, you know what? I'm a man. I'm going to go play in a man's sport. I really don't see that. I've been looking all over the internet. I have not seen anything like that. But you do see these men say, hey, you know what? I'm a woman. And they go play these top-level women's sports, which you're destroying women's sports. This is terrible. I can't even imagine myself thinking that. I mean, okay, let's just take this for a little example. I am paralyzed, been paralyzed 18 years. I got 3 tryouts for the USA Paralympic wheelchair basketball team. Now, I never made it. So you know what I'm gonna do for the next year? I'm gonna transition into a woman, which actually is gonna make my wife a lesbian. Hey, it is what it is, baby. But you know what? I want to make the USA team. So I'm gonna go try out, and it's my right to go try out for the USA Women's Paralympic wheelchair basketball team. right? That's my right. Is that fair? Because I'll tell you right now, it goes by classifications, and the classification that I am playing wheelchair basketball, I will dominate the women in my classification. Now, the women that are in a higher classification, yeah, they could probably dominate me. Some. But I guarantee I can probably hold my own and beat the hell out of a lot of them. And I will definitely take that spot from my classification girl that I'm going to be trying out for the team for. I guarantee I can make that spot. Is that fair, though? So now, because I want to make the USA team, I'm going to turn into a woman. Like, why not, right?
I can really only imagine the frustration of women competing against these trans women. I mean, in a lot of the cases, it's just not even a close call in terms of fairness. So I think we should all be invested in sort of regaining reality and perspective on this issue, because it's really embarrassing personally.
For me as a trans person?
Just saying. And it's actually not fair at all.
All right, that video just blew my mind. Her name is Blair White. You can look her up on YouTube. She actually is a male. She's a transgender. She's actually a transgender saying that it's unfair, that it's not even close. Like, it just blows my mind, because if you really look at her, you would never expect her to actually be a man. If you go check her out on her YouTube, which I'll link down below, she actually talked about not getting her beep beep cut off and why she didn't get it cut off. But everything else, she's got implants, she's got jaw. She looks crazy like a woman. She looks like a model woman, really. And she's actually a male. That blows my mind. So thank you guys so much for checking me out. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you know the next time that I upload a video to inspire and motivate you. Just having fun, guys, man. Let me know, put some comments down below. Let me know what you think about this topic. Should transgenders be able to play in sports? Now, again, you don't really see a lot of women turning into men as a transgender and going to play these top level elite sports, but you do see these men turning into women that say they're transgender and they go play a top level elite sports. Is it fair to women? I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Boo.